The big change for Vermilion was converting from an income trust to a corporation. We did that last September. We were precluded prior to that from really having a significant non-resident investor owner base. So that has really opened up the markets for us. We've been pushing into the U.S. and into the international markets fairly aggressively with a very, very strong response to the story. So it's been a lot of fun.
I think one of the great attributes, or one of the great compliments to the income trust space, is that in general the sector has outperformed most of the indices, even though they had to go through the process of conversion from a trust structure to a corporation or corporate structure. What that tells me is what I knew all along when I was in the income trust space. Great management, great assets, great cost containment. It doesn't matter what the structure is, at the end of the day, those kind of organizations are going to create shareholder value. And that's what they've been able to do. Now they certainly didn't need to go through that process, and I continue to maintain the decision was wrong-headed on the part of the federal government, but it proves to me that those management teams knew what they were doing and continue to know what they're doing.
Well, it's a great opportunity. I joined Vermilion about 8 years ago after a 15-year career as a sell-side analyst. I also worked in the oil patch for a number of years prior to that, so I've sort of seen the whole gamut of the oil industry, from the financial side, from the operations up, and from the investment side, and it really has helped in terms of what we've been able to deliver. The one thing I try to do is always protect the analysts, never surprise them. If you are going to have a surprise either on the upside or downside, you try to give them some advanced communication, not as full disclosure, but if you know you're going to have a bad quarter coming up, you tell them in the quarter prior and give them that heads up, so it doesn't ever show up as a surprise. And I think if you don't surprise people, it keeps them a lot more comfortable with your story.